In this set of notes, we're going to learn how to simplify expressions involving multiplication and exponents. We're going to multiply expressions with exponents, and then we're going to raise expressions with exponents to a power. After the investigation, hopefully we saw rule number 1 was that if we had a to the m times a to the n, if our bases are the same, both in this case both being a, and we're multiplying the expressions, then my shortcut would be to add my exponents. So the resulting power would be m plus n. If I'm multiplying, I get to add these two exponents together. So we're going to use rule number 1 to simplify these. So here I am multiplying, my bases are both x's, and so my shortcut tells me that I can add my 3 plus 5 to get x to the 8th. Pause the video here to try examples 2 through 6. Press play when you're ready to check your answers. So for example 2, I can add the 7 plus 6 to get p to the 13th power. Here I'm adding 8 plus 2 plus this extra 1 to get d to the 11th power. 5 plus 2 plus 1 will get me k to the 8th power. 7 plus 3 will get me x to the 10th power. And here I'm adding 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 to get b to the 11th power. Now let's take a closer look at examples 7 and 8 since they involve positive and negative numbers. So here I've got negative y as my base for both of these examples. So I know my base is going to be negative y. And my powers of negative y are 1 and 6. And remember, back-to-back parentheses imply multiplication. So my shortcut tells me that I get to raise negative y to the 7th power because 6 plus 1 is 7. But if I were to have 7 slots written out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, each with negative y on them, then this means that in the end, since there's an odd number of negative signs, my answer would be negative anyway. So I'm going to simplify this to negative y to the 7th without parentheses. It is important to know that these two things actually mean different math problems. This one means to draw 7 slots with negative y on each slot. This would mean to draw 7 slots with a regular y on each slot, and then when you're done, you'd make the answer negative. So even though they're different problems, the red one can be simplified into the green one as a more simplified answer because it doesn't have parentheses. On example 8, my base would be negative x. And if I apply my properties, I would have negative x to the 4th. Now this would mean to draw 4 slots with a negative x on each slot since that's my base. And then this time, since I have an even number of negative signs, my final answer could be simplified to just x to the 4th. So again, these two answers in the beginning are different. That's saying a base of negative x, and this one is saying a base of positive x, but this green one would simplify into this red one anyway when we're done. Let's look at the next rule. So here my base is a to the 2nd, and my exponent is 3. So I've got 3 slots, and on each slot I can draw the base, which is a to the 2nd. Now I'm going to continue to expand this out, and so a to the 2nd means a times a, and then I've got a times a again, and then a times a again, for a final answer of a to the 6th power. So if I wanted to bypass all of this, I can see that my shortcut in the end, I ended up with an exponent of 6, and I can achieve that by multiplying these two numbers together. So this would be a to the m times n. That's going to be my rule number 2. So on your rule sheet, rule number 2, you're going to go ahead and write this rule. So now we're going to apply rule number 2, which was that a to the m to the n power. So if I have a power to a power, I can multiply my exponents together. So that would mean that for this first example, since it's p to the 4th being raised to the 2nd power, I can simplify that as p to the 8th. Pause the video to try examples 10, 11, 12, and 13. Press play when you're ready to check your answers. So x to the 5th to the 3rd, I can multiply 5 and 3 and get x to the 15th. T to the 2nd to the 7th, I can multiply those together, and I did that wrong already, and get t to the 14th. V to the 7th to the 4th, I can multiply to get v to the 28th, and y to the 3rd to the 3rd, I can multiply and get y to the 9th. Now in example 14, my base is negative x. I can multiply 5 and 2 to get to the 10th. And then if I picture myself expanding this out, that would be 10 slots with a negative x on each slot. Since it's an even number of negative signs, in the end, my answer would be positive anyway. The next rule, rule number 3, is going to show us that if I have a and b inside parentheses being raised to the m power, remember that exponents have teeny tiny arms and they reach out and touch what is right next to them. In this case, the exponent is touching the parentheses, and both a and b are inside the parentheses. This means that both a and b are receiving the power of m. So if I were to apply that rule on here, I would have x receiving the power of 5 and y receiving the power of 5. X to the 5th, y to the 5th. Next would be s to the 8th, t to the 8th, and then q to the 6th, r to the 6th. So each item is simply receiving that exponent. So now we're going to simplify this following expressions using a combination of those rules. I'm going to start with example 25. So first thing I'm going to do on example 25 is I'm going to identify the number of items inside the parentheses. So I see a 9, m to the 3rd, and an n. And then I've got this outermost exponent of 2. So the first thing that needs to happen is I need to apply this exponent of 2 to each of these items inside the parentheses. So I'm going to think of it as like 3 mini math problems. So I have 9 being raised to the 2nd power, I have m to the 3rd being raised to the 2nd power, and then I have n to the 4th also being raised to the 2nd power. And now I'm going to do each of these out. So 9 to the 2nd means 9 times 9, which is 81. M to the 3rd to the 2nd, power to a power I can multiply, and I'm going to get m to the 6th. And then n to the 4th to the 2nd, power to a power I can multiply, and get n to the 8th. So my final simplified answer would be 81 m to the 6th, n to the 8th. So next, I'm going to have you pause the video and try examples 18, 19, numbering's off here, 22, 23, 24. Focus on these 5. And then if you want to challenge yourself, also try 26, 27, 28. Pause the video, press play when you're ready to check your answers. In example 18, there's 3 items receiving the 2nd power. 9 to the 2nd power is 81, x to the 2nd power, y to the 2nd power. In this example, 4 is being raised to the 2nd power, which is 16, and then z to the 2nd. Negative 4 is being raised to the 2nd power, which is also 16, because a negative 4 times a negative 4 would be a positive 16, z to the 2nd power. 2 to the 4th power, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, g to the 4th. 4 to the 3rd power, 4 times 4 times 4 is 64, m to the 3rd, n to the 3rd. On this example, I'd start by raising both items inside the parentheses to the 4th power. 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 is 625. X to the 2nd to the 4th, power to a power I can multiply to get x to the 8th. Then I also need to multiply 5 times 625 to get 3,125 x to the 8th. Here I have 2x to the 3rd times x to the 4th, x to the 3rd times x to the 4th. My shortcut says if I'm multiplying, I get to add, so 2x to the 7th. Here I need to have both 3 and d to the 5th be raised to the 2nd power. 3 to the 2nd is 9, d to the 5th to the 2nd is d to the 10th, times d to the 10th times d would be d to the 11th, 9 d to the 11th.